Good afternoon, friends. This is Fancy Nancy, FancyNancyStamps.com, and just welcoming you to day 4 of my 15-year anniversary with Stampin' Up! And that is something big to celebrate. I am so blessed to be part of a business that encourages friendship and creativity and simply living to create and to enjoy people. So please join me today. We're going to be stamping with hand-stamped petals. I'm anxious to share with you, and I notice I'm missing one of my cameras, so let me just get set up here as I talk to you. There we go. You know, there's days like this. Come on, not yet. Let's just see if I can get this all going. There we go. There we go. So today we're going to be working with hand-penned petals. If you have a catalog, you can turn to page 104 and 105, and it shows you this beautiful suite. What it has going for it particularly is gorgeous colors and then very open artistic drawings. And so you feel like you're the artist in person when you're stamping with these stamps. And so we're going to take a little look at this. I'm going to show you the papers that are also part of this suite and some of the other pieces. So let me just put this aside. These papers are like stunning. They just all look hand painted, and on one side you're going to see a floral image. On the other side you're going to see a geometric, I guess I would say, one stripes, and we have dots, but they use beautiful yummy colors, and you would use them year round. So I'm just going to show them to you real quickly. I love the polka dots. They get me every time, but you can see how it looks hand painted, the images behind, or the color behind the dots. Another floral image, and in a minute here I will show you the colors that go with this. So I should be telling you that we had mint macaron, we had pale papaya, here we have a daffodil delight, and I think every page of the floral just keeps getting better and better. This is our garden green, which is stunning as well. Putting these side by side, I'm going to be doing something really fun with this, I think, yet today. And look at this blushing bride. It's beautiful. And it'll just, as I thumb through these, and then of course we have our Highland Heather. I thought it would be also fun to just look at these colors in the cardstock itself. So here we have Highland Heather. We have Daffodil Delight. All of these coordinate beautifully. Mint Macaron, Pale Papaya. Oh, excuse me, I did that wrong. This is Pool Party. Pale Papaya, and then Mint Macaron. Unless I'm looking at them side by side, I do get confused. And of course, my Blushing Bride. I also believe we saw Garden Green. I didn't pull that cardstock. Today, though, I want to go a little deeper, and I want to show you that there's yet some other things that are in the catalog that go with hand-penned. And so I want you to take a look at this, because there's so much that can be done with this set. This is a set of cards, and you can see they come in 2 sizes. They have this almost 5 by 7 size, and they're 2-sided, so you can use them 2 different ways as you go through them. I want to hold this one out because there's something I want to show you with that. But they pick up the papers that we were just looking at. You can see this. So you could mix them together. You could make cards with these, and you'd have all kinds of things, you know, as you go along. There are also these wonderful stickers that you can use and add to your, and you get 4 of the stickers. Oh, I love this one. I had to show this one to you because look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And so Some of these, they're open images. You can color them if you want. You could use alcohol markers. There's just so many options with this material. So that is called, oh, excuse me, I wanted to show you the small ones. These go perfect on the new note card size. And so you can, again, two-sided, and I believe that there is 20 of each one. So if you were to use these just for card making and not for scrapbooking, you'd have the makings for more than 40 cards. I'm totally overwhelmed, and I will tell you that while I am a scrapbooker, I love these for cards, and I make cards for my husband's office, and it allows me to put together cards rapidly and beautiful cards that he sends to his clients. So I just wanted you to see those. In addition, on those, I believe it's page 127 is where you're going to find the memories and more, but there's also note cards and envelopes. Take a look at these. Aren't these beautiful? Again, you've got the polka dots, you've got that hand-painted look in the background, and look at the envelopes. I just think these are scrumptious with the beautiful flap on the back. I mean, I don't even have to decorate these envelopes. It's already done for me. So today I want to play with this. I just want to play with this suite. I have some ideas that I've set aside here, and I thought, let's go for it, and let's just talk it through. Set these aside. Remember that I told you I wanted to hold this one out because I especially love this image. And while I love this image, you can see by the waves on the paper, if you can see those waves, it looks like it's almost supposed to go like this. But my heart keeps turning it like this. And so I thought, what else could I do with this? So I went back to those note cards that we were just looking at a minute ago. And I thought, what if I was to take a note card? I might have just taken my one note card and put it on the floor as I'm talking to you. I love when I do this. 1 minute, I'm going to grab another note card. Here we go. So when we have a note card like this, it's my base. Went ahead and I folded it, creased it, and let's go ahead and use our bone folder. These, of course, already come scored for us. And then I looked at this. I don't like putting those two colors together. That didn't call my name. And besides, I want more of the polka dots to show. So I thought, what could I do with this? So the next thing I did was I looked at all of the various labels that I have in my stash to fit here. And I came up with this one. It's called Lots of Labels. I know it's discontinued, but all of you have labels that you can go back and pull out and say, ooh, this one looks good with it. And like I say, I did choose this one. And I thought, well, if I laid this over the top and I ran it through my embossing and die cut machine, what would it look like? Well, let me just show you, because I did that. Now I have this image. And I love that image, and I could just go with that, but I am Fancy Nancy. So I thought, what could I do that would really make this card pop? So I found a paper that looked distinctly close to this image. And I thought, what if I mixed them up? So this time, I'm taking my piece of paper, I die cut a piece for my designer series paper, I die cut this image. Now what? Well, I'm thinking, as crazy as this may sound, that I kind of like these together, layering it. But I would definitely want some texture, so I would lift it up a little bit. So get ready. I'm gonna pull that off here in just a second. Since I put all these pieces together, I'm still thinking I might need some ribbon. So hang on to that thought, friends. The other thought I had was I want to get some, remember the envelope? It's got that beautiful pale papaya. And while this is Blushing Bride, I think it could tolerate some pale papaya. So I thought, what would happen if I would take these beautiful scallop contour dies that are new in the catalog, and I was to use this biggest die and cut some papaya. So I did. I did cut some papaya, and here it is. But then I said to myself, it's kind of plain, and this is pretty flowery. So what if I was to use one of my embossing folders, and after I cut this, I put it and ran it through the same die cutting machine and embossing. And now I think I'm really starting to get some real interesting texture. So I start with the dots. Then I would lay this down like this. And I'm going to lift this, but I am really thinking that I want some ribbon. And I think I want the ribbon to be Pool Party, which is this bottom color. I also think I want to decorate this little image a little bit. Ooh, I'm getting close. I'm starting to feel the magic here. Hang on while I'm going to grab a spool of ribbon. So just think that for a minute. This is pretty fun creating with you guys. Look at this beautiful ribbon. What if I was just to tie a bow? Yeah. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. Okay. Can you just see how that's going to be in there? But now that I've mixed it up, I've also got to grab some, well, I want my good scissors to cut it well, and I also want a glue dot. Okay, so I have my good scissors. I don't cut ribbon with anything less than my good scissors. It makes me happier. It looks prettier. Ooh, this is going to be so good. All right, let's just play with it. Let's start putting this together. I think I'm going to put my tape on the back of this one first. I am using Stamp and Seal. I'm always a little nervous because Stamp and Seal sometimes picks up when I have a texture piece of paper. It is so sticky, which is wonderful. That's why we're using it. It sometimes takes some of the paper with it. And I've been told, maybe a lighter hand, Nancy, and you wouldn't have any problems. So I've been working at that. All right, here we go. I'm going to just center this on this. I love that emboss, or that die. That is so pretty. Okay. And I think I just want to lay this one down flat. So another dose of Stamp and Seal. Yesterday, after I watched and reviewed my video from yesterday, from day 3, and what I really noticed was that I interchangeably call one Stamp and Seal Plus and one Stamp and Seal. Let's talk about that for a minute, because I really didn't mean to confuse you. There are 2 kinds of Stamp and Seal. There's the basic Stamp and Seal, which I use with everything. And there's this one, which is Stamp and Seal Plus. Stamp and Seal Plus is when you need that extra sticky. I use this when I'm making boxes, when I'm making things that have movable parts, because I want them to really be strong. You can use tear and tape at times like that too, but I found that this is a real good, great go-to. But for my card right now, all I need is the Stamp and Seal. So I hope I haven't totally confused you and got it back where I wanted. So Stamp and Seal Plus. And if you check your adhesive page in your catalog, I believe it's 167, you will see that it shows it very clearly. All right, I told you that I wanted to add dimensions, so I think the first thing I want to do is to add some Pool Party around the edges. So I'm going to sponge. I love our new sponge brushes. I use that when I'm doing things in the center. When I'm doing just the edges, I still like my everyday great little finger sponges. This is gonna be so pretty. I've been thinking about making a package of note cards for my aunt. She's kind of had a rough thing in her life, and I just thought, well, I could send her something really pretty, and she would love it. I'm going to come back to that stamp pad in a minute. So now it's going to have a little, it's going to stand out just a little bit more, but I want to add some dimensionals because I really want it to be its own special, and I want it to have to stand out. So I am going to, I'm not going light on my dimensionals. I'm making sure that we have, you know, what you hate is when they go flat in the center. Okay. And if I was smart, I'd be using my take a pick tool. But no, I'm just picking them off. All right, let's just put that down. There we go. And somewhere I put my cute little ribbon, and I'm going to add the glue dot. I brought the glue dot over to the table. So Nancy, where did you put it? Oh, I put the ink pad right on top of it. You guys do that. You know you brought it to the table, but who knows what you did with it. That happens to me a lot. So I'm just going to lift up one of these glue dots, and I'm going to look at my bow and say, which way do I like best? It's different every time. I'm going to put my glue dot on. Just adhere it to the edge. This is making me happy. It's a little bit, still a little bit too long. Over here too. There we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. I'd like a little bit of a sentiment for my card, but again, I just want it to be a happy sentiment. I'm going to write a letter in this card. So this one says, anything is possible. It comes right from that set. Anything is possible. Indeed, anything is. And hopefully, I'm going to mix this up with this great envelope. I have got, like, the most beautiful card ever. So can you all see what a great combination this could be? You start with a card base, which was the envelopes and cards, and then we added beautiful pieces of our own. So what did I add? I used a piece of pale papaya. I used a very small piece of our designer series paper. And then this was one of the Memory and More cards. And then a little bit of my own pool party ribbon. Now, you know, I've already said I love fancy things. I could have added gems. There's a lot of little things that I could have done. But I'm thinking, you know, it's pretty much stand out right now. So I think it's a beautiful card, beautiful gift to send to someone. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. But I have a couple more things I want to talk to you about. So let me just pull myself back into the picture, which is scary all by itself. There we go. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's happening at Fancy Nancy Stamps. First of all, I am urging all of you to join my email list. I run online classes and clubs on a regular basis. I do sales, specials, all kinds of things. I have classes online or a Zoom class that you can attend live is what I meant by that. And I do face-to-face classes in my own studio. and I'd love to let you know about all of those exciting happenings. If you join my email list, I will send you a package of gems just to let you know that you're celebrating with me and I want to celebrate with you on this 15th anniversary. Next, I want to tell you a little bit about the very next class and club that I have going. I am doing an online in-color club. Let's talk about what that really means. Let's see here. In my in-color club, we not only collect really great product, we also make lots of really cool cards. And so to start with, and it will begin in June, I will send you one of the colors, one of the 5 in colors, and I will be doing this every month for 5 months when you sign up for and get a subscription for this. Each month you'll get 1 package of the in color cardstock. Let's say Frisia, for instance. You will also get a coordinating classic ink pad and re-inker, as well as Stamp and Blend, and those are our alcohol pens. And so you get the light and dark pen for that color. In addition, you will receive from me a card kit, and it is everything you need to make 8 cards. So it's 4 designs to each of those 4 designs. And you will have everything you need in the package. You'll have, your paper will be cut for you. You'll have a PDF of instructions to complete those cards. You will have any embellishments that are required. What you won't have are the stamps and dies that I use to make the cards. I will let you know well in advance of the class so that you can check, do I have that? Do you have that card set or stamp set? If not, would you like to substitute something similar from your stash? Or would you like to buy this very set of stamps and dies? I will make those available to you at an 18% discount. And so I want you just to consider for a minute what the savings are. You will have received a bundle, stamps and dies, at 10% off just because they're a bundle. And then you will also receive an additional 18% when you're shopping with me, which is a great deal. So how do you do that? And really, Nancy, how much does this cost? I am making this available for $43 a month. Remember, at the end of 5 months, which is it's a commitment, 5 months, I will also send you free, just because you participated in my class with me, the In Color Designer Series paper and matching gems, which is another wonderful gift, which also represents, if you were to buy them all at one time, it's the equivalent of your hostess benefit. So I'm making sure that you have everything you need in this color collection to do what it is you would like to do. I also, if you sign up, if you sign up by Monday, May 31st, by, let's say, 9 p.m., because I have to get the order in before 10, I will also provide free of charge a set of in-color Stamp and Write pens, which I know I need both. I need my regular markers as well as my alcohol pens. I use them in very different ways. One is really just for coloring, and the other one is when I have necessary blending. Also, as you'll be seeing on my website real soon, some other things that you can do with those alcohol blends. So I want to make sure that I make this fun for you. So again, to participate in that ordering special, you would need to do that by May 31st at 9 p.m. and we'll get this going for you. Again, I should also remind you that in order to participate in that club, you would need to go to my email contact list, which that's provided for you right next to this video, and sign up, and then I will send you an email and tell you how to join that class if you are so inclined. I'm going to continue to do these videos, one every day for, I still have 11 more days, and I'm really looking forward to it. I want to invite you to join me as often as you can. This week I am spotlighting my online in color club, but there will be buying specials throughout this 15-day bonanza, and I want to make sure that you take advantage of those when you can. If you have questions, please comment below. I will do what I can to get right back to you. I'm very excited just to do these videos. It was a challenge I made to myself to celebrate, and I'm hoping that I'm providing you with something that is valuable and fun at the same time. Please comment below. Please share with friends. That's the greatest compliment you can give me. And I look forward to seeing you in the very next video, which I believe will be tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Until then, happy stamping.